Welcome to this Sahara 4 exercise. In this exercise, we will use the wells window, which displays the information associated to the different objects of the project. For that, we will open our Sahara project, and once here, we will go to the Edit menu, and here we will go to Wells, Data. And here we will see this table that is going to have all the information at the object level of the different objects, in this case wells, of the project. Here we have a number of options. First, for example, we can look for a specific well. For example, let's say that I want to see the information of the well D70, and here we will have the well selected to check on the information. Here we can see that we have the name, the unique well identifier, the true name of the well of the object, the alias, the position, the coordinates, and all the other information that has been imported when the object was first created. If we double click here, we can see that we have the name, the alias, the true name, and the unique well identifier, and the other general data of the well. Here we can modify it. We can modify the color of the well manually here as well. We have the coordinates here, and here we can modify the dates associated to the well, the perforation date, the end date, the workover date, the shutdown, and all the other information associated to the date, the start date and the end date of the different main events in the life of that well. Here we can as well modify the static attributes associated to the well. Here we can see a selection of the different options that are associated to the variable, in this case reserve category, and in this case status. So we can see we can do a quick modification of the anesthetic attribute of a well of an object by clicking here and selecting an option instead of doing the importation manually from, for example, from Excel of a text file. So now I will close, I won't save the changes, and here we can see that we have also, if we want to see other type of objects that are not wells, for example, we can have here completions or zones, or we may have as well locations. We can select them here. In this case, all the objects in this project are wells, so there won't be any difference than just selecting wells. And here we have a number of options to sort the the wells or the objects in this case by different attributes. In this case, we can do it by number. So if I sort it here, we can sort them by a different unique well identifier. Here we can sort it by the ascending or descending letters of the name. With this option here, we can generate colors for the wells as well. So as you can see here in the last column, each well is going to have a different color. We can, in the case that we don't have any color assigned or we want to change the colors, we can click here and now we can assign random colors to all the different objects. In this case, I won't do it because I already have colors here when I first created the project, so it is not necessary. We can copy this table, and here this is another button than double clicking on a well. So if I select here a row, now by clicking edit, I will have the table with the edition mode for the object information. You can access it as well by double clicking here, and it will be the same as clicking here on edit. Inside the wells window, we have another table here that will have a summary of the different static attributes that are associated to each different well. In this case, in this project, we only have two static attributes, in this case status and reserve category, but here we can have a quick look at the different static attributes associated to each well. So we have these two options here, the general information of the objects and just the static attributes. In this case, you will have the same numbers here, the same options here, the same buttons here to sort the information. For example, let's say they want to see all the oil wells by status, by static attribute. You can see it here. For example, here you will have all the shut-in wells, shut-in injectors, and shut-in oil producers. So that is another option that is available. So that will be everything for this tutorial. Remember, you can use the search engine. Here you can modify, if you have more than just wells, you may have locations, completions, or other type of objects inside your project. You can sort them here. and also you can assign colors to the objects as well. Remember also that you can modify the static attributes quickly by selecting here different options. So that will be everything for this tutorial. Thank you for watching, and I hope you have a great day. Thank you.